Okay, so basically, I want to explain to you this part here. Okay, I will focus on calculating the total wattage. Okay, calculating the total wattage. In order to calculate the total wattage, okay, the first thing you need to do is over here. Okay, you need to write the VB code to access the list box. Right. So how do you write the VB code to access the list box? You should revise this one. Okay. Okay, to access a particular item in the list box, right? For example, when you do this, okay, the main thing is you have to do dot items bracket 0. Okay, you have to do dot item bracket 0, then dot to string. Okay, so for example, when you do this, this 0 here is called the index, right? The index starts from 0. So if you do bracket 0, you return electronic engineering, right? And then another example, let's say you put bracket 2, right? If you put bracket 2 over here, what does it return? It returns student services. Okay, so now we go back to the VB code. Okay, so now we look at the list box. We want to access this list box. What is the name? It's called wattage list box, right? It's displayed over here. So I go to my VB code. Okay, so I identify the list box, right? Wattage list box, right? So I say, hey, wattage list box. Can you give me what? Give me the items property. Right, so dot items. So if you do bracket 0, okay, if you do bracket 0, we do it step by step. If you do bracket 0, do you think it's correct? That means every time you always fetch the first item in the list box, right? But we know that each iteration you want to fetch a different item, right? So remember I told you this loop index is very important to understand and use it. What you need to do is you put the loop index inside here, so that in each iteration you will pick up for the first iteration, for example, you will pick up bracket 0. Second iteration, you will pick up bracket 1. Third iteration, bracket 3, and so on. Right. Okay, so now when you do this, you got error. So let's see what is the problem. Okay. I mentioned many times when you got error, you don't just sit there, right? You press F5, then you answer no, and you look at the error message. Okay, so now you look at the error message. It's allowed implicit conversion from object to integer. Okay, so now you look at this one. Dot items bracket I. Okay, for example, bracket 0. Does it return integer, string, or what? Actually, this one returns object. Okay, I explained to you before. Actually, it returns object. So, how do I convert object to string? The VB code I showed you just now, right? Chapter 4, you do a to string. Right. Then you do a to string. And if you do a to string, you still got error. So, how do you fix the error? What is the tip? You press F5, right? You press F5. And then you answer no. Let's look at the error message. Okay, now you say that it's allowed implicit conversion from string to integer. So now you look at this command. This one returns what? Returns a string. And you want to convert it to integer because you are going to store it into a variable of data type integer. Right. So you have to convert to integer. How to convert to integer? Integer.parse, right? You all study already, integer.parse. When you do an integer.parse, basically it convert to this data type. It convert to this data type, which is integer. So by doing this, once I do this, there is no error already. Right?